Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Jamie Samuel reporting, and welcome to episode 13 of my Euro 2020 podcast, bringing you the latest updates on Euro 2020. I am joined for the second time by my good friend Sam Savvas. Sam, how are you doing this evening?
Thanks for having me again, mate. I'm really excited to be back on the pod. I'm doing terrific. Yourself?
I'm doing great. We are reaching the exciting stages of the competition. For you, who has been the standout team so far?
So far, I reckon it's been Italy. I mean, they've been undefeated so far in the group stage, and I reckon they are a good chance of going all the way, pending who their next matchup is against.
Yeah, they have been pretty ultra impressive. Over the last day, we have seen a massive upset with the Netherlands tournament coming to an end at the round of 16 stage in the hands of the Czech Republic, 2-0. It was 0-0 at the break, but the second half would turn a disaster for the Netherlands. In the 55th minute, Matthijs de Ligt would receive a straight red card after a VAR showed that he deliberately handballed a clear goal-scoring opportunity. Then the Czechs would break through from a free kick off the head of Thomas Hulls, who put the Netherlands on the back foot in the 68th minute. The fate was all but sealed when Patrick Schick was on target yet again in this tournament, scoring the goal in the 79th minute to all but seal the Czechs' place in the last 8. It was a result that had us all in disbelief. Sam, would you say the Netherlands have well and truly underachieved at another major tournament?
Bloody oath, honestly. I mean, I expect them to make Final Four or even the final. But I will say this, checkmate to the Netherlands. See you later. But in all seriousness, though, that is the biggest shock of the tournament, if I'm being fair. I thought the Netherlands were favourites to win this match, let alone the actual Euro 2020. But I still can't believe it, to be honest. From what I saw today, I'm still in shock.
Yeah, I think we all are. With the Czechs win today, they face Denmark in the quarterfinals. Who wins that one for you and why?
It's going to be a very close match, but I reckon Denmark have more to play for, but I still think they can do it. Purely because they've had a bit of luck lately going into the semis now, and they had a really good 4-0 win against Wales yesterday against Gareth Bale's side. So, and they want to do it for Christian Eriksen, who's had that cardiac arrest, which I hope he is getting better. So, speedy recovery for Mr. Eriksen.
Fair enough. The holders Portugal have been knocked out as well at the round of 16 stage. It was Thorgan Hazard's 27th minute strike that would prove enough for the world number ones to advance to the last day. Sam, do you feel that it is a letdown for Portugal after winning the 2016 championship, finishing third in a tough group with only one win and going out at only the round of 16?
Honestly, I think they had a really disappointing campaign. I mean, the fact that they lost only one game, had a draw,
and only one win.
And a win, I mean, that's pretty embarrassing, if I'm being honest. I mean, they win against a simple team like Hungary, but they have a draw against France and then lose to Germany. That was not good momentum for the Portuguese team, especially for Cristiano Ronaldo and his men leading the way. But it's just purely embarrassing in my opinion. And I don't know, man. I'm disappointed Portugal didn't go all the way because that was my prediction. They would go all the way.
Yeah, I must say I'm disappointed too. They were one of the main teams who I gave a chance and wanted to see win. Now Belgium will face Italy in the biggest test of this tournament for them yet in the quarterfinals. Do you believe Belgium can win this game and why?
If they cause the biggest upset, I reckon, in Euro history, beating Giants Italy, then I'm putting my money on Belgium to win the whole tournament. But I really don't think that's going to happen. I just think Italy are going to have too much class and they're just going to roll over them in their next matchup.
In other news, some exciting upcoming matches include Croatia will take on Spain at the Telia Parken Stadium in Copenhagen. Ivan Perisic is a big out for the Croats after testing positive to COVID-19. Both these sides finished second in their group respectively. Croatia on 4 points behind England, and Spain on 5 points behind Sweden. This will be these sides' third major tournament meeting. Spain won in the group stage in 2012 and Croatia won in 2016 in the group stage against Spain. Sam, who wins this game for you and why?
It's going to be a really close game, but considering Croatia don't have Ivan Perisic due to COVID-19, massive loss. But I just think Spain are going to bring it to them and show them that why they are one of the favourites of the tournament. So I think that Spain will win in a very close game. My prediction score will be 1-0 Spain.
Fair enough. France will take on Switzerland at the National Arena. France were favourites to win the tournament coming in, and they proved why. Winning a group that featured Germany and France, and not to mention the challenge of underdogs Hungary on 5 points. While Switzerland were one of the best placed third teams, finishing in Group A with 4 points, France will be buoyed with the leadership of Antoine Griezmann and Karim Benzema, while Switzerland will be looking to Xherdan Shaqiri to make a difference. Sam, are you confident France will be good enough to get the job done and get through to the last 8?
I reckon so. I reckon France are a very good chance of beating Switzerland. France have been building some good form in the last few games, and I think they are another team who can possibly go all the way. I think it'll be a close game. Not a close game, unfortunately. I think France will win 3-1.
What has Switzerland got to do in order to cause another upset in the round of 16?
Anything, they need to stop Kylian Mbappe and stop their lineup, all their superstars they have in that lineup, including Paul Pogba and Benzema and Antoine Griezmann. If they can stop them, Switzerland are a good chance. But I just don't think Switzerland are going to be good enough to beat France. I think it's going to be a really tough ask.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there. And that concludes episode 13 of my Euro 2020 podcast. Sam, thanks so much for your time tonight, and I look forward to having you back on the podcast again soon, well and truly before the tournament ends.
Thanks for having me, mate. I really appreciate being on this episode tonight.
Remember, if you are keen to be a guest on this podcast, you can reach me on my email in the video description or via the LinkedIn profile in the description. I look forward to bringing you more action in the next 24 hours as the round of 16 starts to heat up and things get more interesting.